Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special Christmassy episode of You Gotta Hear This.
Woo!
Woo!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Nice. The
Nice.
puckets.
Festive Christmas mug there.
Mhm.
Yes. So this week we've got Mike Monzetta, we've got Greg
The shitter's
Urquhart,
full.
we've got Joe Boynton, and we have a very special guest, Adam Lazzara.
Hey,
Hi,
welcome back.
guys. Hi.
Welcome, Adam.
Thank you
He's
for
another
stopping.
one of our friends from Charlotte, for those of you that don't.
Yeah. It's so nice to have been invited to all your friends from Charlotte talk about music on a podcast.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for having me.
Mhm.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here.
No,
Look, I
thank
know
you.
it's been a bit of a tense sticking point that
Yeah.
you
That
You
all
have-
my Charlotte friends started a podcast where they talk about music and nobody called me. And I felt a little left out, I'm not gonna lie. And then but then Greg was like, "Hey, do you want to be on the podcast that we started that we called All Your Charlotte Friends Talk About Music Together?" And I was like, I would love to. And I said to him, I'm like, "Wait, you're not just asking me to be on like as like a pity guest, are you?" And he was like, "No, of course not."
No.
So I'm happy to be here. And I'm wearing my Christmas pants. You just can't see them.
The
take your
working
word for
title
it.
of this podcast was actually Everyone Except Adam, but we decided
Yeah.
to change it to You Gotta Hear This at the last minute.
Uh,
This is
yeah,
the two
yeah.
that
What's been your favorite episode so far?
Well, to be completely honest with you, there's with the pandemic and
Mm.
like not getting out, like haven't been able to work really and all that. So I've been kind of on an emotional roller coaster. And anytime I've sat down to watch, it's just been this crazy. It's like someone opens the floodgates and these tears, both from feeling a little left out, but then also just from really missing all talking about music with all my Charlotte friends.
Mhm.
It's just been too painful to watch.
Basically, yes,
Right.
in a nutshell. Yeah.
I've actually heard that from a lot of people for a variety of reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of
well,
our main comments on the show.
is that people aren't getting that time back or
No,
after they
yeah.
watch it?
Painful to
It's
watch.
just too painful
It's
to
too
watch.
painful to watch.
Anything
Yeah.
longer than 8 minutes is too painful.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? Good news. Our average time is up to about 12 minutes per episode.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Oh,
Right.
wait. So you can see, like, can you tell, like, how long an individual person watched each episode, or is it
Well,
just
not an
general?
individual. I don't know about an individual. YouTube gives you a lot of analytics about, the amount of people watching, how long they're watching, the times where they're tuning out, the times where they're tuning in, and I don't look at too much of that, but sometimes I do, and it's kind of funny. The first episode was like an hour and 20 minutes, and the average amount of time that it was watched was about 8 minutes.
Nice.
Oh wow, that's much that's much shorter than the
Yeah.
actual length of the
It
episode.
is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're working on getting the show down to about 8 minutes, but so far, no luck. It's
What are
still-
we at now? Like 4?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think
Think
we've
so.
hit that mark right now. So anything we say from this point out is irrelevant. Nobody's gonna hear it.
You know my baby and his tangents.
We have, you know what though, we have gained one fan, our friend Alan. I
Mhm.
have noticed he has been commenting. We've had a lot of good input from him.
My friend
Nice.
Brendan on
Nice.
Long Island, he doesn't have social media, but every week he texts me all his choices.
Oh,
All
nice.
right.
I love that.
I should pull up his choices from last week because they were pretty good.
Got a good
Okay.
amount. I got a good amount on Facebook of choices, answers from the last episode
Hmm.
for favorite cover song. Good.
Yeah, we get a lot of good feedback for favorite cover song.
Brendan actually threw some shade at Mike Baby. He said, I figured Mike Baby's
Whoa.
pick would have been Darius Rucker's Wagon Wheel. Haha.
I love Darius Rucker. Hey, I love it. I love it. Good call, Brendan.
There's when I was in high school, I was in a band and we did a cover of a cover. So this band called Lagwagon did a cover of a Creedence song, and we did a cover of Lagwagon's cover of the Creedence song.
Oh, nice.
Inception. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some real Inception shit.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you know that they were covering it, or did you think that it was a Lagwagon song?
No, we knew it was a Creedence song just because I grew up in the South. I didn't know Creedence was from California until like last year.
Yeah, I didn't know that till you told me.
I didn't know
Yeah,
until
So
3 seconds ago. I thought they were from Alabama.
yeah, I did too, or like Mississippi. Like I just always thought that they were from the South, and then but it turns out they're from like right outside of San Francisco. But no, all that to say, we knew just the Lagwagon version was easier for us to play at the time. It was more at our skill level.
That makes sense. Yeah, those punk rock covers, they have a way of simplifying it into something almost anyone can play. Which is
Yeah.
nice.
Nice. Good, good.
Yeah.
So, what are all my Charlotte friends going to talk about today?
Well, this is a very special holiday episode of
Okay.
Got to Hear This, where today we're going to talk about our favorite Christmas songs that may be performed by bands that aren't necessarily Christmas-oriented bands, if you will. So I guess on that note, am I going first? Am I going to be the first right in?
Jump right in.
All right, fantastic. So I've got a runner-up, and then I've got a final pick, and I want to make sure I differentiate the two.
You
because
always have to have
there's so
two.
much shit.
Always choices, Mike.
A
Always.
few episodes ago, people thought I was saying that Anthony Kiedis is my favorite lyricist. No, Eminem is my favorite lyricist. Anthony Kiedis was my honorable mention for reasons.
Wait.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
just-
Adam, you gotta listen to the show. All right.
Fair. Ken, it's too painful. I'm getting emotional right now. So
Long story short, we had our favorite lyricist episode, and Mike
Yeah.
Baby, his runner-up was Anthony Kiedis, and not even in like a joking way, in a real sincere way. He picked Anthony Kiedis as his favorite lyricist runner-up, and his favorite lyricist was Eminem. But we spoke a lot
Wow.
about Anthony Kiedis.
We talked a lot more about Anthony Kiedis, though, that's why I thought he was at least maybe tied with Eminem for you.
No. It was he's got a very specific set of skills, much like
Liam Neeson.
Exactly.
So,
All right, but I'm gonna get into. So I've got.
there was a show, just like real quick. We were living in California for some time, and there's the rock station out there, K-Rock.
Yeah,
They had this contest. Yeah, so K-Rock had this contest, and it was Red Hot Chili Peppers or Dr. Seuss, and they would play, and they would read Red Hot Chili Pepper lyrics or Dr. Seuss lyrics, and you had to be like the fifth caller to guess, and nobody won. They
I'm
all
not
thought,
surprised. Not surprised.
yeah. So, and that's your favorite lyricist. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Places he will go.
Coincidentally enough, my favorite Dr. Seuss book is the one where on page 47 it says, "Under the bridge, I drew some blood." So, interestingly enough,
That was a classic.
Right.
That one, or like, yeah, like that one was kind of in his his kind of like gothic phase. Like it came like right after the Lorax, right?
Yeah.
The blue period.
Yeah.
Period. All right. So anyway,
Yeah.
my holiday pick, I've got a runner-up and I've got a favorite, and both of my picks are from two bands who have made a decades worth of a career of writing songs that sound exactly the same, and as they should. I like how like sometimes artists will evolve or try something new, and these two bands are like, no, you know what, we're good. I think we're good. They've never strayed from a formula that works, and God damn it, they shouldn't, because every song that they put out is fantastic. So my runner-up is from my favorite band of all time, which is Dropkick Murphys. And if we were going to go back to the perfect catalog episode, I would pick Dropkick Murphys as my personal perfect catalog. And I didn't say that on the episode because I know that it's not like widely accepted that they are, but I love every song that Dropkick Murphys has ever put out. And they put out a fantastic Christmas song called The Season Is Upon Us. If you do not have this song on your Christmas song playlist, it's the Dropkick Murphys, The Season Is Upon Us. And it's just the Dropkick Murphys retelling a Christmas day spent with their wacky family in typical Dropkick Murphys fashion. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. So that's my runner-up. But my pick is going to be AC/DC, Mistress for Christmas.
Wait. AC/DC has a Christmas song?
I don't know this one.
Neither do I.
No, I don't.
No, it's
No,
like,
I don't.
it sounds like every single AC/DC song that's ever came out. And that's
Right.
I want to be a stress for Christmas. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And it's got a special
Wow.
place. It's got a special place in my heart because my biggest dream is I've always wanted to walk out into a venue to like a walk-up song. And I think that comes from when I was a fan of wrestling in the 80s. Like wrestlers would walk down the runway and they'd have their intro song. And I remember at my first
Right.
job out of college, they asked me to host the Christmas party. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it, but only if you let me walk out to Mistress for Christmas. And they're like, yeah, why not? So I'm like, yeah, so I'm walking out and they're like, Mistress. And I'm like, I'm rocking it. So it has a very special place in my heart. But the whole song is just Christmas sex puns is all it is. But and they all work.
Go on.
They all kind of work.
Can you
But
give us an example?
as the song is
I
fading
found
out,
one.
AC/DC leaves us with two sex puns that are of questionable quality. So the first one is, I can hear you coming down my smokestack, honey.
Ugh.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Wouldn't it be the other way around?
Well, listen, they're consenting adults, and what they do in their free time is up to them.
True.
And so then, and so then he follows that up with, I want to ride on your reindeer and ring my bells. And that doesn't really mean anything. I don't think that means anything.
Well, I think you just summed it up with your explanation of the line before it, because they're consenting adults and maybe they're just into some wacky stuff that we don't know about.
I want to
They are from Australia.
I want to ride on your reindeer and ring my bells. You can't. The whole point of a sex pun
Sounds complicated.
is that it could mean something else. He's just saying nouns. He's just saying words that he knows.
But they're Christmas nouns. Tis the season.
Well, and like it
There's,
sounds dirty, but you can't really quite like figure out what like he'd be referring to.
Did you say I want to ride your reindeer antlers?
Nope. I want to ride on your reindeer and ring my bells.
Ring the
That doesn't mean anything. That
No.
doesn't mean anything.
Maybe he's into some kind of like submissive something or other, you know, and that's like code for something really kinky and strange.
They're known
Mike,
for
are
like those weird sex pun songs because they have that other song, Big Balls, or I've Got
Yeah.
Big Balls.
I like big balls. We love big
Yeah.
balls.
That's
You
a
love
fun
big
song.
balls, and she loves big balls. We all love big balls, and they love big balls. And they just keep, there's no.
Did you just make
No one's
that up?
left out.
There's no
No,
denying.
those are the lyrics.
No one's left out.
Oh wow.
We've got the biggest balls of them all. That's how it ends.
Yep.
Wow.
It's kind of like they are loosely sort of like talking about like throwing a ball, like a big party. But they
Well,
don't
it like
downhill
just
real quick.
totally drop any sort of pretense that they're talking about a party and it's just a song about balls.
Yeah.
see, but the statement is true then because they released it on a record and that takes
Balls. Yeah.
Big
balls. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The biggest. So yeah, that's my pick, man. I know we've got an extra guest here, so I will pass it off. Let's go.
I just have
To
got
me?
one more question. Do you
Yes,
Oh
please.
yeah.
do they have any any of their sex puns that work? Or you pick
No, they
like,
all work. They all work. Everyone works up until the last two. That's why it's so shocking. Yeah, it's a
okay,
fantastic.
they were on point up until then. You'd say.
Well,
Yeah.
there's only so many Christmas sex puns you could make. Maybe they did too many and they just got to the end of the list and they're like,
Mhm.
shit, we got to turn this in so it's ready for Christmas. So I don't know, just say you want to jingle your bells or something.
Yeah.
I can hear you coming down my smokestack? Question mark.
What about this one? He goes, I just can't wait till Christmas time when I can grope you in the hay.
I mean, that's not really.
Whoa.
That's like a
the first
hashtag me
verse.
too. Right.
First verse, right to it. Just
That's
no
right.
messing
Just-
around.
I don't know if they can
Rope
find it
you
on the radio
in
these
the
days.
hay. There's just something just like the word grope is already a strange word,
Terrible.
but then like just the visual, like what situation are they, like are they in the reindeer stables? And then if that's the case, is he Santa Claus?
Mm.
A lot of moving
What
parts.
is he implying? This is just there's so many questions.
Is
I
he
have so
groping
many questions.
is he groping like an up and comer female elf that wants to get a promotion? You just don't know.
Oh
Ooh,
wow. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just brought it to a whole nother level.
Right.
yeah. Did you
Now
guys
there's
know
power
that?
dynamics involved.
Mhm.
Oof, so weird. Did you guys know that reindeer, and I think I know it's true for moose. Meese, is that the plural? Moose?
Nieces.
Moose eye.
Yes, they shed their antlers every year. So, but at like the height of their antlers, you know, they're like really furry, and then that just starts kind of disintegrating off the antler, and then eventually the antler falls off.
Mm.
Maybe he was referencing that.
That's
'Cause
probably what he was referencing.
That like sounds a bit more metal and rock and roll to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you made it sound a lot more erotic just then than he did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna record that and put it on right before I do
It's good.
it.
I think the next
Delete this whole
time,
segment.
I think right now you should make a note in your phone for next December.
I'm doing
And hopefully by next December we can like go out to bars and Christmas parties and be in the same room together. And what you should do is you should take the lyric sheet to say you're going to like a bar or something and you're going to meet a nice lady, and then you just try each of the different puns out and see if any of them work.
I want to ride on your reindeer, honey, and
Yeah,
ring
but-
my bells.
You have to say it like that though.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. I said that.
Well, you get to follow that up, Adam. So what's your song?
So it's got to be from a band,
Just a
right?
fun
And
Christmas song that you like.
Just any
Oh.
Christmas song that you enjoy.
I don't think
Well-
I don't think it has to be an AC/DC type song.
I love how you just said, does it have to be a Christmas song from a band? Yes, it has to be a Christmas song from a band. That's where most Christmas songs originate.
well, no, Mike, actually, well, see, because one of my favorites is the Grinch song, Mr. Grinch. Like I just
Oh,
love it so
yeah.
much. Like as I was growing up, my grandfather and my family on Christmas Eve, we'd get around and he would read 3 stories. He would read Saint Nicholas Rides Again, which was like the night before Christmas, but from Santa's point of view. And it was written by like Edsel Ford or something. And the next story we would read was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And so anytime that I hear that song or like I'm watching that cartoon, I don't really like any of the reboots because I think Chuck Jones was like just the cream of the crop of animators. And so that always really puts me in the holiday spirit. But if it has to be a band, I just found out, and this was news to me last year, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, which is one of my favorite bands, they have a Christmas song called Christmas All Over Again. And I've listened to that already about 5 or 6 times. So, and that's one of my favorite because because it has all the greatest things. It has the great guitar playing of Tom Petty and Mike Campbell, and then everything else that makes a Heartbreaker song great. And it gets you in the holiday spirit. Win-win.
Yeah.
Man, it just feels so good to talk music with all my Charlotte friends.
Are there any sex puns?
I'm looking for them right now. I don't see any yet.
No. I think well, it's like two, like, you know how sometimes like I really liked it when Tom Petty would almost go full Dylan, you know, like he'd sing more like Dylan, and then so he kind of does it in this song, and I really like that. I need to go back and find out what year it came out, because it would be interesting if it came out not too long after the Heartbreakers were the backing band on that Dylan tour. But yeah, it's just
1992.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
yeah. Wow. So it was around that same time. That was around the same time Wildflowers was, because that came out in 94.
You
So
know what?
yeah.
Close enough to a pun, well, a reference of a sexual reference is Christmas is a rockin' time. Put your body next to mine. Underneath the mistletoe, we go, we go.
Mm.
Okay. That's a lot better than I can hear you coming down my smokestack.
Yeah.
Yeah, there, see, because that's more like
Very
I
subtle.
yeah, well, and then too, like, I don't think it's too like overly sexual, you know, like you would hear one of that like in like the or something like that, like in like the classic Christmas songs, you know, that you hear on AM radio when you're driving in the car with your dad.
If you listen to it after Mike's song, though, it would be pretty X-rated, because he does say everybody's singing, all the bells are ringing. So a lot of ringing.
Oh, so if you already have that vision in your head of what ringing the bells mean.
Correct.
Wasn't it like
I wish AC/DC would have just pushed all their chips in and be like, we're gonna get down to some fucking baby. It just sounded like the whole song.
Are we at the 8-minute mark yet? Because I hope everybody gets to hear that.
I hope so. Just push all your chips in like Matt Damon in Rounders.
Yeah.
Let it go, man. Just let it go, AC/DC.
Yeah. Drop the puns. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Yeah.
Unwrap her box. Just go for it. So I'm gonna go, and I have a great Christmas. I've got a song that I didn't know was a Christmas song until about 2 years ago, and it was released in 1984 by the Purple One himself, Prince.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah?
And it's called Another Lonely Christmas. It's not about fucking.
You didn't know that was a Christmas song? You didn't know a song called Another Lonely Christmas was a Christmas song?
I never knew he made
ago?
the song.
What was the hang-up? What was the hang-up on that?
I never knew he made a Christmas song.
Oh, so you're saying that you didn't know that it was a song?
Correct, yes. I didn't know this song existed.
Okay.
But I heard it on
that's much different.
Yes, correct.
Than hearing a song called Another Lonely Christmas and not realizing it's a Christmas song. That's a different thing.
Correct. Yes. No, I didn't know it existed. It came up when I was listening to like Prince on like shuffle, and it was like 3 hours in, and they were running out of stuff to play, and they put that on. But it's a very sad song. Very, very sad. It's basically about
he was lonely.
Yeah, he was very lonely, and you want to know why he was lonely? Because his girlfriend died on Christmas.
Oh my God! That's
wait, in real life? In real life?
I don't think it was real life. I think he was just
reading it right now. Oh my God.
But yeah, it's the classic, typical like Prince like crooning, and the piano is pretty strong, which is really nice. With so John, this song is about his girlfriend that died on Christmas.
But not based on a true story, right?
No. But one of the
is there a ripping sad solo in it?
Towards the end, I believe. But he sings, your father said it was pneumonia, your mother said it was strep, but the doctor
The
said
government said it was COVID. Sorry to push my agenda.
That's the 2020 updated version.
But the doctor said you were dead,
Remix.
and I said it's senseless. And then he said, every Christmas night for 7 years now, I drink banana daiquiris till I'm blind. Which
Wow,
is a
that's
great
wildly
lyric.
specific.
It
Very
is.
The whole
specific.
thing is wildly specific.
It's
It's
also, that's
not-
an elaborate drink to make when you're sad.
I
Yeah.
was just gonna say, how
Wrong.
many banana daiquiris do you have to drink to go blind? I'm gonna guess
Like 2.
upwards of 50. Upwards of
No?
50.
You're wrong and I want
Doesn't
a
it
banana
just like
daiquiri
come in
really
like
bad. No.
a? Doesn't it just like come in a bottle like already
No, but
made?
you can just get a bottle of bourbon and just chug it. But Prince is like, he's got the blender out.
Yeah, like actual
He
bananas.
doesn't like the
put them
bite.
in the blender and
Yeah.
Maybe since he grew up in Minnesota, he liked warm drinks
tropical.
during the cold winter. Yeah, so that's why maybe he would heat it up like a hot toddy, like he would make it on the
Mm.
stove.
Wait,
And-
can I go
and-
back a minute though? Did you say the doctors said you're dead? Is that?
Yeah,
Doctor
Did you
said-
still have the lyrics pulled up?
I have it pulled up.
Okay.
Your father said it was pneumonia. Your mother said it was strep, but the doctor said you were dead. And I say it's sensible.
Big miss. That's such a big miss on the doctor's part. Like you've
You're dead.
devoted your life. You've devoted your life to the medical profession, and you're saying it's strep. But
no.
everybody
The mother,
mother
said it was strep,
Okay.
and
Okay.
You're dead.
but the doctor's like, hey, it doesn't matter, she's dead.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Which that doctor should probably work on his bedside manner.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's I know there's just a lot of Christmas songs that are covers, and there's not too many originals, but this is quite the original, and it's quite sad. So if you want to get
Yeah,
sad,
also.
I guess. What? Oh man! Now I've got to listen to this song. I guess there's a reason this is not one that is common knowledge.
right?
It doesn't get played on the radio very much around Christmas time, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't really sound like a feel-good
Ew.
No.
Well, even like
feel-good jam.
there is the one sad song, the Christmas Shoes song, but they played it on the radio, and I never understood why. It's so sad.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer?
No, the Christmas Shoes, it's called. I can't even get into it. I'll start crying. It's so emotional.
No.
About like a little girl who
We
died.
find sex puns in it.
She's trying to buy Christmas shoes for her mother so that the mother can look good for when she meets Jesus that night, and she couldn't afford them. It's just
Oh
so
man,
fucked up.
jeez,
Oh.
wow.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
something.
I
Greg,
guess
what is wrong with you?
Counted pennies and it's till it seemed like years. Wow.
Hmm.
This is some-
what's I might have missed this because I had to check on the kids for a minute. But what's the chorus of the Prince song? Where do they come back to every time?
They come back to.
You know it's lonely on Christmas, baby.
Last night I spent another lonely Christmas. Darling, darling, you should have been there. You see, of all the ones I dream about, you're the one that makes me love to shout. You see, you're the only one I care for.
That's
My mama-
he could have gone with like the breakup route, which I feel like would have been maybe more appropriate.
Well,
Like,
she had pneumonia, John.
oh, the doctor said she was dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
looks
it's
like it is.
crazy because her mom thought it was strep though,
Yeah.
and strep's not that bad.
No.
Just like in the beginning, remember that time you swam naked in your father's pool? Boy, he was upset that night, but boy, was that ever cool.
Wow.
I feel like
She was-
didn't put a lot of effort into this one.
Everything.
She was cleansing ourselves in the healing water of Lake Minnetonka.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Man.
That's it's like John was saying, man, I have to go listen to this. I want to listen to it also, but the thing is, I'm gonna have to start with AC/DC,
Mhm.
and then I have to go into that. It's just gonna be a confusing night.
Yeah. Well, usually after the podcast, because we have a group chat together, we'll send the links to our songs.
Oh, so you have the All My Charlotte Friends Talk About Music podcast, and a text chain.
And a
All
text
my
chain,
Charlotte
correct.
friends talk about
We
music.
do.
Text
We
chain.
do.
Cool. Cool. Weird. I'll have to check the service on my phone.
I'll talk to John. Well, no, I'll talk to John and Joe and Greg and see if it's cool if we invite you to it. And I'll get back to you. I'll
Okay.
get back to you on the verdict on that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
I mean, it's a
Thanks.
group. It's a
Thanks,
group
yeah.
decision. I
Great.
mean, I can't just let you into the.
Right. Of course. Yeah. Oh, no. I wouldn't expect. No.
No. Okay. Cool.
Well,
So
yeah, and we'll have to change the name of the text group because it's don't tell Adam.
yeah.
Oh, like I thought. See, like I was thinking that the text chain would be called all my capital letters favorite Charlotte friends, and then yeah, okay,
Parentheses.
Cool.
Don't tell Adam talking music with my friends.
yeah, from
So like
Charlotte.
we could like do a covert name like Grandma and Grandpa, name it that. So wherever around Adam, he's like, oh, who are you texting? Oh, Grandma and Grandpa. See, it's the Grandma and Grandpa group text.
See,
Yeah,
but
and the
now
most
I'll,
interesting thing
now I'll
about
know.
this is that most group texts don't even have a name, but we really went out of our way to make sure that we could exclude you from this group text by giving it a name that specifically mentioned not to include you.
Yeah,
If someone was
Thanks,
to
guys.
accidentally
Yeah.
think about
Yeah.
possibly including you.
yeah, 2020, man, it's been wild. It's been wild. It's been a wild year.
It's been a time. So who goes next, Joe or John?
Joe or John or Joe.
Either
I
way.
don't know. This is all your Charlotte friends. I don't know.
Favorite Charlotte friends.
Favorite Charlotte friends. Sorry.
Got my notes pulled up. I'll go.
You ready?
Cool. So I dislike a lot of Christmas songs. I worked too many retail jobs growing up to like Christmas songs. So what I did was I just thought of, off the top of my head, I actually came up with my choice on the last episode. And I just thought of a song that brought me the most joy at a specific time, and that had Christmas themes to it. So it's, I think I was a sophomore in high school, maybe a freshman in high school. But it was from the band Seoshin. They have a song called Mookie's Last Christmas. That sounds exactly like one of their first songs. Anthony Green was the singer at the time. And you wouldn't think it's a Christmas song unless you read the lyrics or, were paying attention to the lyrics while the song was playing. And it's really well written. It's really poetic. If you don't listen to that band, if you've never heard those songs, it kind of reminds me of early Saves the Day lyrics, kind of mixed with influences from DC emo, Rites of Spring. Very poetic for like someone who you can tell reads a lot of poetry and writes lyrics. He's not really trying to write to a specific genre of music. He's just writing how he feels. Came out on a charity compilation called A Santa Claus, It's a Punk Rock Christmas, on Immortal Records, November 11th, 2003. It was to raise money for the Elizabeth Glazier Pediatric AIDS Foundation. Let's see here. And I did have a runner-up. I'm sorry, Greg. I picked two songs. But that was my main song. That's my main pick.
Greg hates
that song hit me at a time where I was listening to what I would consider bands that aren't good and bands that are great, and hearing his lyrics and the way that he sang helped me kind of navigate what I would end up listening to more and influence my music and my songs and albums. And it was good to have this band and his band following Circa Survive. Still really like that band and like these songs, but some of the Christmas related lyrics is from Throat and Eyes came winter and reasons, I'm told to carry on. Sad overwhelms, my senses drowned. Oh, I feel dependent. Chorus is burst of red and green all over me. Bring the things that she'll love. I should let it form over. So it's Christmas themed and it's a very meaningful song. The guitarist, I thought when I heard this song that it was about a dog passing away because it's Mookie's Last Christmas, and it's not. I looked into it, and going into this podcast, I was like, I'm sure that's what it's about. It's a really sad song about his dog passing away, but it's not. It's about a band member whose dad passed away when they were on the road, and they played the show the same day, which they said was like one of the most emotionally powerful things they've ever done as a band. And it ended up being a lot more meaningful than I thought. And I thought it was really amazing that the singer wrote a song for the guitarist from his perspective of how he felt, which is incredible. It's really going to be really difficult to do, and just really beautiful to do that for a friend. And then my second pick, to kind of lighten it up a little bit from the seriousness of that, this song came out December 20th, 2001, during WWF SmackDown.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Mike likes where you're going with this.
Performed by the great one himself,
The Rock.
The Rock, singing 12 Days of Christmas.
Huh.
And if you'd like me to read them, I would love. I wish I sent these to
please.
Mike Baby to have done this in The Rock. If you want to look that up and recite it, you're more than welcome to. I feel like you'd be the right one to do so.
Did he do this on SmackDown, or was
Yes,
it?
he did. No
wow.
music, just a microphone and a lot of trash talking.
I bet. That's
Did
great.
after each day did he say it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter what.
I love this song because I can just picture him writing it, like sitting there with a notebook in like the locker room and really putting his effort towards these lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And just that alone, to be a fly on the wall during him writing the song would have been incredible. Did you have it pulled up, Mike, or do you want me to?
I do.
Okay, good.
Okay. On the night Test faced the Great One, this is what he'll see. 12 sharpshooters singing, 11 eyebrows raising, 10 spines a busting, 9 noggins knocking, 8 kicks a kicking, 7 punches punching, 6 suplex smashing, 5 seconds of the people chanting The Rock's name, 4 rock bottoms, 3 people's elbows on your 2 buck teeth, and 1 ass kicking all over New Orleans.
Wow.
All right. There we go.
Those two songs brought me the most joy off the top of my head. Thank you very much, Mike.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Good work.
Thank you.
Did it say punchers punching?
Yeah.
Yeah,
punches punching.
That's what they do, John.
What else are punchers gonna do?
Punches punching?
Punches
not gonna
punching.
kick.
The punches are punching.
The punches
So
themselves are
Oh.
punching.
it's like a wave. The wave goes, and then you look at the top of it, and there's all these little waves there too. It's one punch, and then all these mini punches coming down to land.
Okay.
I want to ride on
Puncher's
your
gonna
reindeer,
punch, man.
baby, and ring my bells.
Mm-hmm.
3 people's elbows on your 2 buck teeth. Best line.
That's
That's the best
amazing.
one.
That's
I like the
amazing.
lead up into the next one. It's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, and an ass kicking all over New Orleans.
That's amazing, man. I wish I wish I was 100 pounds heavier. I could have been an amazing professional wrestler.
Dude, you definitely don't wish you were 100 pounds heavier.
Thanks for nothing. God. Thanks for nothing, God. I'm just now you got me writing websites. If I was 100 pounds heavier, I could have been a fantastic professional wrestler.
Aren't you and Dwayne The Rock Johnson the same height?
No, he's about a foot
No?
and a half taller than me. Also 400
How
pounds.
tall is he?
Like 6'5".
No,
Oh, no, he's not.
5'9". Yeah, he
he's
is.
not 6'5".
He is 6'5".
Joe,
Oh, wow.
6'5"?
I will
Wow,
give you. I
jeez.
will give you a little inside baseball. I've met Mike Tyson a couple of times, and I am the same height as Mike Tyson, but he is probably 70 pounds heavier than me.
5'10".
I like Joe's as like the producer in the background, like a radio talk show, just pulling up all the facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
It's so helpful.
I find it fun.
Joe, what day of the week was Christmas in 2004?
Wednesday.
I was pulling up a bunch of bikes, all the motorbikes, Yamaha. What the heck?
Now that we have Joe on that, like pulling up
Friday.
info, we need someone else to be like the wacky sound effect guy.
Like from Police Academy.
Like Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
You know, like every morning radio talk show always has like some kind of wacky sound effect guy, like it has little noises and like fart sounds and stuff.
That might bring us down to 5 minutes of listening time.
Yeah.
Or to 16. It could double your viewership. You
You
don't
could.
know.
It worked for the Z Morning Zoo, so
Waka waka.
I don't even know what that is, but that's really funny. That's really funny.
Wonder if does anybody else know what that? I know what that is.
that's a New York thing, I guess. I guess that probably was
That's
not.
like the Long Island, yeah, like
Z100.
Yeah.
Remember when
Z100.
Jay-Z rapped about it? He's like, you won't find me on the Z100. Everyone was like, oh.
John, what is your holiday pick?
I feel like after all these other picks, I've got a very boring one, and I'm disappointed in myself.
You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Yeah.
not selling it at all.
Well, my pick, I've always had a little bit of a problem with Christmas music in that I like it generally, but like if I go anywhere and there's music playing, I tend to zero in on it, even if it's in the background. You know, if I'm in a supermarket, I'm paying attention to the music that's happening, you know, and so after 6 weeks of Christmas music everywhere you go, kind of in the background, it tends to wear on me a little bit. And even though I like a lot of the songs, there's only so much, you know, that I can listen to before it gets kind of irritating. But my pick is one that has never gotten old to me over, you know, it's got to be like 35 years of listening to it. And it's the main song from the Charlie Brown Christmas special, the Linus and Lucy song. That so it's instrumental, you know, that but everybody would recognize it.
Yeah.
Is that the like yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a
that's a great pick. That's a great pick.
Oh well, thank you. Maybe I should.
yeah, that's absolutely a great pick. I have that soundtrack on vinyl, and
do.
we listen to it every year around this time.
That's the first
Christmas
thing I
time.
put on when it's Christmas time is that
Yeah.
vinyl, and it literally
Vince,
it makes me happy every time I hear it. Like after all this time, it gives me like a sense of joy after all this time of listening to it every Christmas.
what's his name? Vince. It started like Vince
Guaraldi.
G. Guaraldi. Yeah,
Guaraldi,
man,
I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
that like just the writing of that alone is stellar. It's fantastic.
But that's one of those ones. It's interesting to think of songs like Silent Night and Little Drummer Boy and all the Christmas songs that we grew up with. We don't know where those came from. We just kind of grew up with those.
You were
And I
there.
feel like this Charlie Brown song is going to fall into that echelon. I feel like it's going to carry on for
Oh, like
years and years
like
and years.
30
Yeah.
years from now, everybody will just be like, "Oh, this is the Christmas instrumental song."
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Peanuts.fandom.com shows two
Ugh.
versions of the song, and they do include lyrics. So I hope I'm right.
Wait, there's the lyrics to
I
this?
did find
What?
lyrics, and I was
No.
trying to find
No.
some
Never heard of
AC/DC
it.
lines, but I'm not really finding any. It looks pretty beautifully written,
I like
pretty tasteful.
think the lyrics just go wah 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 wah.
That was good.
Yeah,
A
you're
plus.
welcome.
Man, we should have had you on earlier.
Yeah, it's
we think
crazy
of these
to think.
43 years.
Yeah, all these 43 years from all my Charlotte friends talking about music.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out what our topic's gonna be next week,
Oh,
but I
man.
don't know. I don't know if we should talk about
Let's
that.
go around. Let's go around.
Look, man,
I
we're
know
still doing this week, okay?
Right. I know we're coming up on time. I feel like this one's gone a little long. Let's go around and
Not too
say,
bad.
I don't think it has. I feel like
No,
we're
we're under an hour still.
yeah.
are we? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna deviate.
Mike was
from
hoping for 8 minutes.
Right. I was hoping we could keep this episode to 8 minutes. Let's go around and say, fantastic. What is your best Christmas? Do you have any
Yep.
like fantastic Christmas memories? What is your best?
Oh.
Christmas?
Yeah.
I think when I got a Nintendo, so I had two sisters, and my parents, we weren't like rich, so getting a Nintendo was very like high end back then. So we didn't think we were getting it. So my parents ended up getting it somehow, and then they gave us each an envelope for Christmas, and in each envelope was like a puzzle piece with one puzzle piece had the word or the letters NIN, the other ones had TEN, and the other piece had DO, and we had to put it together. Obviously, it was very simple, but then
Right.
when we found out we got Nintendo,
What did it spell?
it spelled Nintendo.
Oh, that's very smart. Nice.
But then we
Very
ransacked
clever.
the present, and then we were very excited. That's one Christmas memory I'll always remember. But then I also remember being like decked out of the way because I wasn't allowed to play it because my older sisters were older, so they got more time than me.
Was that around the time that you asked Mr. T to beat up your sisters?
That might be right around the same time, to be honest. Yeah.
Makes sense.
My mom
Was that
put
the
presents-
reason you wanted Mr. Was that the reason you wanted Mr. T to beat up your sisters?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't play with Nintendo as much as I wanted. Because they wanted to play was like Duck Hunt, and I had Contra, I had Double Dragon to play, I had Excite Bike, but they were just like stuck with Duck Hunt, and it was nauseating.
Side Bike is a good game.
Boring.
Yeah, Double Dragon all the way.
Know what game I really liked was I didn't get it till later because like the like Blockbuster was like selling old games, you know,
Hmm.
and but it was TNC Surf. Did you guys ever?
I never
play that
heard of
game?
that.
That's not a good game, Adam. That's
What do you
No
do?
game, very obscure
That
game.
not a good game.
that game is the shit, and you don't
No,
know what you're
it's not a
talking
good
about,
game.
Mike. You shut your filthy mouth right now.
If I remember right, it was a little bit like Skate or Die, but with surfing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, but with skating and surfing, one of the characters had like a tiki totem.
Yeah, and the other
mask.
one was a gorilla. The other character
Yep.
was a gorilla.
Yeah. Oh yeah, such a terrible game. You know everything about it because you love it.
Adam, what was your best Christmas memory?
There's every other year my family goes to Alabama, and then my dad's side of the family gets together, and just every year we get to do that. Has like we've been doing it for as long as I can remember, and any year we get to do that is just so much fun. And we were supposed to go this year, but obviously we can't. But there's so I'll just say like those are some of my fondest memories, you know, like just getting to see like my cousins and extended family and make time with them.
It's nice.
Yeah,
Wholesome.
it is nice. You're welcome.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was also like when we were like first time we'd like steal booze from the booze cabinet and things like that. It wasn't always wholesome.
That's awesome. That's
Did you
awesome.
make your holiday sausage bread this year?
I haven't this year, no, because I actually think Mish might have ordered the ingredients for it. And then I have a list of Charlotte friends I was gonna make it for. I'll see if you guys are on it.
Just stop it.
So.
Just stop it. Just stop it. I hope all four of us are on. And I'm doing I don't know if we're on the same Zoom thing, but I'm doing yeah. I hope you're planning on making it for all four of us.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this has been very enjoyable. So we'll see. Maybe, I mean, this Christmas miracle has happened. So maybe there'll be another one.
We're making Christmas
boy.
cookies this week, so maybe we'll do like a barter system.
Oh,
Trade-off.
nice.
What the heck is going on?
Definitely coming
I
from
think
Mike's.
Songs.
no, it's my neighbor's always working on this Jeep that he
That's
has,
some Dexter shit.
and
Adam's gonna turn the camera around, and it's gonna be like a plastic.
my kill room.
Yeah, exactly.
So, no, sorry about that. That's the neighbor. He's looks like he's cutting some metal. There's a lot of sparks.
Stop.
Doesn't he know you're on a podcast with all your favorite Charlotte friends?
That's right. That's why we don't ask
Um,
you to be on our podcast, Adam, because you got a guy killing
exaggerating.
people. Exactly.
Well, like no, like he would have known, but he didn't because he knew that I'm not
wanna get
on
that
the
guy on the
podcast with
podcast.
all my Charlotte
Hmm.
friends
next special
talking
guest.
about music. So he just knew that I wouldn't be on it because I haven't been so far these past 43 years.
Joe, what's your favorite Christmas memory?
I got a bunch of random memories. So my mom used to hide the presents in the attic, and the attic was right above my bedroom.
Hmm.
And I really believed in Santa Claus because of that. Like I thought he was on the roof. He used to eat the
Oh,
cookies.
so you could hear the footsteps, and you would think it was Santa.
Yeah, and I'd want to
that's
get up, and she'd be like, "Don't! If you get up, he's gonna take the presents back. You're not gonna get them, so you have to stay in bed till the morning." And then she would take snow boots and put them in the fireplace, and then she would put them on, and then walk to the Christmas tree and walk back to the fireplace.
Oh wow, good
That's
job,
devotion.
Mom.
Really cool.
Yeah,
Really
And
cool.
She had to clean that shit up.
yeah.
one
Spoken
One
like a true
Christmas.
grown-up.
one Christmas, all we wanted was a Nintendo GameCube. All we wanted was a Nintendo GameCube, and it was the only gift they forgot, and they didn't leave it in the attic. They left it in the basement. It was in a trash bag in the basement, and we got me and my little brother and my older brother. All we got was clothes, and that was it. Like they put all their chips in for this one video game system, and we were like, yeah, great, love these socks. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much. And we were just like looking at each other, but not saying anything because we didn't want to be rude. We didn't want to be ungrateful or whatever. And then she's like, oh wait, oh man. And she's like, I completely forgot. And she kept apologizing. We're like, what? So she goes downstairs. She comes back upstairs with this black trash bag, and she drops it she puts it on the floor, opens it up, and it's just nothing. None of it's wrapped. It's just GameCube controllers and all that. And we were just like, great, yeah, And then it's like Christmas miracle for sure.
She has a flair for the dramatics.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, there's nothing better than getting a video game system for
Mm.
Christmas. That's the best gift you can get, I think, when you're a kid. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I had a funny one that I just thought of now thinking about this is that I have lots of aunts and uncles. I have like 6 aunts and uncles on my dad's side and 3 on my mom's side. So for a long time, they would get presents for all of their nieces and nephews, but I was the oldest nephew. So I was hitting about like 14 or so, and a lot of times they would get me something that I didn't really want that much, or you hit that age where it's hard for your relatives to know what a teenager wants. So this one year, I think I was 14. I just asked everyone to give me money.
Nice.
And they did.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And I just remember being so psyched because I think I got probably like $140 or something from all my aunts, and they each took like their $20 or $15 that they would have spent on a present and just gave it to me, and I felt like Bill Gates. I was $130. I can do anything I want in the world.
Did you?
What did you
And
buy
that's when
with
you
that
invested in your first small business.
Yes, that's when I started.
Did you start an operating system?
Yeah, that was when I started.
Links.
Me and Steve Jobs got together, and I took that, and now I have a stake in Apple Computers. No, I could tell you probably I bought a lot of comic books And
Nice.
I
Good.
bought a lot of candy and Bazooka Joe bubble gum. That was something I was really into. There was a stationery store across the street from my house that I could walk to. And I really loved to go there and buy myself some Bazooka Joe bubble gum.
So you
And
went
baseball
It's
cards.
like
Baseball cards.
It's like 5 cents a piece for the Bazooka Joe, and you just slap down a $20 bill, and you're like, "Give me all your Bazooka Joes."
I would like your finest Bazooka Joes, please.
No, the aged.
Yeah, I was a high roller.
I feel like you. This is where you went wrong. You went for quantity and not quality. And I would have gone like, I want Voltron. And I would have just bought Voltron for like $100 because that's how much it costs to get all the lions, all the Voltron lions. So I think you were going for quantity. You're like, yeah, I'd like some gum, I'd like some baseball cards. I would have just went in. I'm like, give me Voltron.
Well, at 14 though, or did you still?
Wait, are you 14?
He just wanted to pick out some chew gum.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like 13, 14-ish. So the toy thing was kind of.
Well, at 14, I would have went with Swisher Sweets.
Some Mad Dog. Some Mad Dog 2020.
Orange Jubilee.
I remember those Swisher Sweets. Just you saying that, I can almost taste.
I know. It's you almost want to go to urgent care just hearing that.
Released in 1959.
What was your holiday gift story, Mike?
I was a big. I had a couple really good Christmases, and the first one that I remember was I got the Castle Grayskull.
Huge.
And the Atari 2600 in the same Christmas.
Whoa.
And that's like.
How is your head still intact?
Exactly. I don't know. I'm still trying to.
You must have been very good that year.
That was the best Christmas ever. But then, like John said, the Nintendo Christmas was, or like Greg said, the Nintendo Christmas was the second greatest one. But yeah, man, holy shit. When I got like Castle Grayskull, because you're opening the presents and you're like, ah, and then you're like, ah. It's like Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura 2 when he had the arrows in his legs and he's like, ah. Like it's the same kind of thing. Like, where do I get my attention? So that was probably the greatest Christmas, was when I got the Castle Grayskull and the Atari 2600 in the same.
Nice.
Doesn't get much better than that.
No,
It really doesn't.
dude, that castle is very detailed. Wow.
It is.
It was wild. Like I never got that. I was always bummed. That was always my call. Maybe this year. And then I turned 23, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not getting it.
Yeah. I guess it's time to pack it in, give it up.
That's really funny. That was really funny. I love the idea of Greg. Like every Christmas.
Up until his 20s.
It's just like, all I want is Castle Grayskull.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
It's never too late, Kurt.
I know.
Oh, man.
I do have somebody here that wants to make a surprise cameo, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
He's in the back there. I got him. Hold on.
Who is this?
Yeah, you can come on in.
Not G-Dog. It's not his dog.
I don't know what
No. Don't think it's Nicole.
Yeah, I feel like Nicole would have just popped in and said hi.
Oh,
Oh my!
Oh,
Look who it is.
It's
Socially distanced.
Merry Christmas, all of you Charlotte friends.
Hey, Santa.
Nice.
Hi, Santa.
Hi.
How are you?
Santa, I see you've shaved in
Yeah.
quarantine.
Well, since I can't go to homes this year, I figured I might as well just shave.
Santa, you
Well, you're
can't go
looking
to
very
homes.
svelte.
Wait, Santa's not coming to houses this year?
Santa's not. I have to
This
stay.
is
I
a
have to
huge
stay.
reveal. This is a huge reveal.
You heard it here on your Charlotte Friends podcast.
Oh.
No,
Is that your
no, no,
workshop?
That is my workshop right there. Yeah.
Specifically, Dr. Fauci said you got the vaccine already.
It's true, but I just have to play it safe. Mrs. Claus has been a little touch and go.
Wait, I thought you were at Greg's house. Why are you, why are you in the North
Greg's
Pole?
house is the North Pole.
It's
Maybe.
magic.
It is
It's
magic.
it's
I took
Christmas
the computer.
magic.
I took the Zoom on my sleigh all the way to the North Pole.
Santa, do you think you can bring Greg a Castle Grayskull this year? Or not?
And also an Atari 2600.
I've gotten that on his list for the past 39 years. And
Mm.
I'm playing the long game here, not getting it for him.
Is it because he's so naughty?
Yes.
Santa, I appreciate your mask, but I don't understand your sunglasses. Can you explain to me why you're wearing those?
Because I can do whatever I want, Mike.
Dude, Mike,
And with that
everybody
attitude,
knows.
you're going to be on the naughty list.
Wait, why am I on the naughty list? I've
Mike,
been wearing my
Mike,
mask everywhere.
Mike, everybody knows that since they kneecapped the United States Postal Service, Santa and his elves have had to work extra hard, so they have to turn the lights on extra bright to up production. Duh.
All right.
Those are
Everybody knows
LEDs
that.
behind me. They are very bright.
Drive me crazy to not know what it says on that wall with those cute little elves. Right above those cute little elves.
Yeah,
What does it say?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think it says, all my Charlotte friends talking about music. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Adam, we love you, man. You should have been on this podcast from day one. This is our mistake.
Yeah. I know.
Well, I hope you all have a great Christmas. I have to go back to my toys shop.
Oh,
Okay, we'll
thank
have
you
to.
for stopping by.
So Christmas is back on.
Christmas is back on.
All right.
Ring
Nice.
every bell.
All right.
Ding-a-ling.
Thanks, Santa. It's good to
Just
see
not in
you.
the AC/DC way.
No.
Bye, everyone. Later.
Wasn't expecting that.
No.
Oh.
Oh, hey guys.
Greg,
Oh,
that was crazy.
hey.
Santa was here.
What?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
missed them.
I missed Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
weirdest
man.
thing.
That's a bummer.
It
I hope he
was-
brings me a Castle Grace.
he
Wait.
sounds like he's kind of messing with you on this one. I don't know what his deal is.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking up prices of Castle Grayskull, and I don't think I can get you one. $275.
Yeah,
How much?
$275,
Oh,
$225,
Where am I gonna come
$149.
up with that kind of money?
I totally would get you one if it was
Yeesh.
reasonable.
Not too many years ago, I did rebuy a whole bunch of old He-Man figures.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because my brother destroyed all the ones that I had when I was a kid, so I rebought them off eBay, but I didn't get Castle Gray. Well, I never had Castle Grayskull, but I also didn't get it because it was too expensive.
Adam, you should have been a better kid. You should have been a better kid.
True.
Should've
True.
been nicer. Yeah, gotta get on that nice list.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna start working on that right now. Post haste.
Post haste. I remember that eBay like phase of yours getting
We're
those,
not
getting
recording.
those figures. Like we would be at Growlers and be like, I gotta get this. Hold on. Maybe like bidding.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
frustrating.
that's how I got all of them. I purchased back all the ones that I had when I was a kid, and it was really great.
That's
Mm.
pretty awesome.
They're just in a box right now though, because we don't have the room to put them up, and I also don't think I think I would be the only one that would appreciate them. So I'm just waiting until the time's right. I'm just gonna line the room with
Mm.
them, all 15 of them.
That would be great.
Yeah. Cool
didn't-
story, huh? All right.
I like him. I love the wizard guy. What was his name?
Orko.
Orca.
Orca.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Orca.
You know they are doing a He-Man movie, like live action.
Nice.
They
They already did.
did.
No, they're doing a new one.
Doesn't count. Dolph Lundgren is my He-Man now and forever.
Not my president.
Not my He-Man.
No, man.
Who's gonna play like Chris Hemsworth, right?
No, Chris Hemsworth is actually playing Hulk Hogan in the Hulk Hogan biography.
I did see that.
That's
Brother.
That's going to be wild.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for coming on the show, Adam. That was super nice of you.
It was really kind and generous of you guys to have me on all your Charlotte Friends Talk About Music podcast. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks for
You're
being
welcome.
here.
I hope you all have a Merry
I'll
Christmas.
never forget it. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a Merry Christmas too.
Thanks, Aaron.
I think you may have gotten our average watching time up to 15 minutes for this episode. Fingers crossed.
If all goes well, maybe I'll get a call back to my favorite podcast, All Your Charlotte Friends Talk About Music. Next up to you.
Stop it. Would you stop it?
All right.
Love
All
you. Love you.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thanks for having me.
Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas, everyone. Thank you for
Bye
listening.
bye.
Love
Bye
you.
Bye, everybody.
bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.